China is exporting its model of digital authoritarianism abroad, creating a network of dependent client states and threatening the United States' global influence. This development gives China leverage over states in Eurasia, Africa, and Latin America, eroding the United States' global influence. Digital authoritarianism is the use of technology by authoritarian regimes to surveil, repress, and manipulate foreign and domestic populations. China's digital authoritarian model is composed of both Chinese surveillance-capable technology and cyber sovereignty. Surveillance-capable technology collects data on or from its users, which could be misappropriated by the state. Cyber sovereignty says that states should police the internet within their borders according to their laws. In practice, cyber sovereignty justifies the government's use of surveillance-capable technology to surveil, censor, and repress populations. China markets this technology to developing and autocratic client states. Developing states often want technology to develop and grow their economies, while resource-poor authoritarian states want surveillance-capable technology to control their populations. China provides access to this technology and financing through the Belt and Road Initiative. Beijing also sponsors media trainings and events like the World Internet Conference, which you see on the screen, where foreign officials learn how to implement cyber sovereignty in their own states. Due to the strategic export of surveillance-capable technology, regimes dependent on China will become more authoritarian. Client states are gaining access to technology they could neither develop nor afford on their own, and lack strong institutions to prevent elites from abusing this technology. We already see evidence of China facilitating authoritarian repression in Uganda, Zambia, and Venezuela. By arming authoritarian and developing states with the tools of repression and a framework on how to use them, China is encouraging and enabling democratic backsliding abroad. Client state regimes often grow stronger as a result of importing Chinese surveillance-capable technology. However, Beijing gains considerable leverage over client states through improved intelligence on these states and client states' technological and economic dependence on China. China makes it easy for poorer states to procure their digital infrastructure from Chinese companies. However, poor client states are essentially locked into a dependency on Chinese digital infrastructure. For instance, Huawei provides much of Africa's telecom infrastructure. Despite Huawei's alleged security flaws, it is cost prohibitive for many states to eliminate the company from their networks. Once client states are locked into Chinese systems from companies like Huawei, ZTE, and Hikvision, China will have access to vast amounts of data on foreign populations. China's national security laws ensure that the Chinese government can access Chinese companies' data. With client state data, the Chinese Communist Party can create more effective propaganda and better manipulate public opinion. By exporting the surveillance state, China also gains political and economic leverage over client states. With this leverage, China can restructure regional economies to its benefit or gain resources in exchange for debt forgiveness. Overall, China's increasing influence forces the United States to operate in an environment where China has the advantage. Through exporting its surveillance state, China is constructing a web of dependent client states that Beijing can leverage to further its own objectives. This map depicts China's growing economic influence in the developing world. In the future, China could use this influence to coerce its client states. China could also use its relationships with client states to gain strategic advantages over the United States. Additionally, as cyber sovereignty gains supporters, China is able to reshape the rules and norms of the global internet towards its own interests, reducing the United States' influence in cyberspace. China's promotion of digital authoritarianism is influencing important regional powers and will result in global democratic backsliding. The United States should create some sort of framework on acceptable and unacceptable uses of citizens' data, similar to the General Data Protection Regulation the EU implemented in 2018. However, a standard will not solve the underlying problem of Chinese dependence. To solve that problem, the United States should spur innovation and incentivize the development of technical solutions to digital authoritarianism. The image on the screen is of Loon, a subsidiary of Alphabet, which uses balloons to provide internet to remote regions and could potentially undercut Huawei's global dominance. Existing US government programs, like the Small Business Innovation Research Program and the DARPA Grand Challenge, could also be adapted towards creating technical fixes to the problem of digital authoritarianism at a low cost. Additionally, the Utilizing Strategic Allied Telecommunications Act would appropriate $500 million to fund the implementation of technical solutions abroad. By partnering with companies like Loon, adapting current government programs, and using resources set aside by the USA Telecommunications Act, the United States can take advantage of products from the private market to address a global security problem. In addition, the United States should expand current cybersecurity capacity building efforts to train personnel in developing countries. This image shows a workshop on cybersecurity from the African Union. Cybersecurity experts can make informed decisions about the risks of Chinese products, as well as take steps to protect data flows. Finally, the United States can increase the costs to states of choosing digital authoritarianism. Export controls can prevent the transfer of dual-use technologies from US companies to digital authoritarian regimes. The United States can also restrict foreign aid dispersed by agencies like USAID to digital authoritarian regimes. This move would financially harm poorer regimes who rely on US foreign aid. By restricting foreign aid, the United States increases the costs and thereby reduces the appeal of digital authoritarianism as a model of governance, preventing its proliferation. Thank you.